extreme fear of sharks. Let's have a look at it. Where is it coming from and why? Really? The first timeline is going to surprise you. Really? The timeline that I'm being so super cute. The timeline I'm being shown, you weren't even human. You were a fish. You were a fish darting away. I've got chills. Ugh. Darting away from the sharks. Like I see you ducking and weaving in between things. And it's weird because I can feel the anxiety. I can feel your heart rate picking up. This is so weird. It's good. It's exciting. That's the gill. What's the gill? What's the gill? Hi, how you going? Hey, Annette. Burn him in the house down. Oh, I was tapping on my heart because I can feel my heart racing. As the fish is darting, I'm feeling like the quickening of the heart. And then for whatever reason, I'm fighting with my hoodie at the same time. Your brain said gills, not chills. Yeah, well, you're probably seeing gills too. That's why I'm like, what gills? Because I'm seeing a fish. I just love how the information comes across differently, but the same for everyone. Yeah, this is funny. You're like, I can see you. You're like this. You're almost like a I don't know if you guys get them, but we actually call them darts. There's a fish species called darts. They're kind of like a diamond shape. They move quite quickly, and this is exactly what I see you doing, is darting in and out of everything. Oh, every time I see you, like I'm like fully in the fish's energy. Even like it's like this is so weird. It's weird, but so good. Like I'm in the fish's body, which is you, and even I'm like nail biting, going like calculating your next turns and stuff. It feels really cool. But yeah, big fear there for sure. I don't blame you. You're trying to stay alive another day. That's what it is. It's weird. I can't change that timeline. I can't. But we can heal that timeline so that you're accepting of the way, the flow of nature and things like that. So that there's an understanding there that, you know, that's, if it's to be your journey, then that's to be your journey. And we'll have to wait to see what other timeline they show me. Oh my gosh. anxiety is insane. I'm waiting to feel a shift, but I haven't. Shark bait. What do you mean a live one? That doesn't make sense to me, Michelle, because dragons, fairies, unicorns, they are all currently living in coexistence with us anyway. They are all alive. It's not just a spiritual thing. It's not just seeing them in spirit. They are true living beings. Yeah, the way I read it was like you had your, your spirit dragon come in and you're like, oh my god, it's real. And I'm like, because they are. You're trying to talk about your bearded dragon. Roger, I'll just go back to healing this poor little fishy. So you don't get eaten. Yeah, absolutely. I'll literally panic and try to run from a shark in any form. Toys. Yeah, like it's so funny. Like, I know your energy is there, but what Spirit's doing is putting me into the fish so that I am the fish and I'm seeing it through the fish's eyes and I'm moving and darting everywhere. And then I'm also outside of the body watching this fish go through the surf and things like that, trying to get away from sharks. Well, what can I do here? I feel like nothing's shifting. What can I do here? Finding Nemo. Oh, someone got filtered? From queen to fish. We've led many lifetimes. Battling life makes zero sense, but it's so real. Yum. It's so funny because it's almost like my ears are filling up with water as well, like I am being submerged underwater. Help me out, Spirit. What do we do here? You get a dry mouth and everything. It's like there's almost like no saliva. Like it has such a physical effect on you, Mama Bear. Now they're showing me currently how your body responds. Heart is racing thinking about them. Yep. But that's the thing. We can be multiple things, Michelle. Because, like, I mean, we've lived thousands and thousands of lifetimes. I've offered a little bit of healing there. Can we transform this? I've got spirit playing in with my hair. I don't know who. I'm intrigued, but would not be surprised if I was a rodent at least once. What is that? Do I need to transform that timeline? Okay, then show me another timeline. Did you, what is this? Did you ever go to, I've got to face it up. Did you ever go to one of those aquariums at all, Mama Bear? You know, where the water is sort of surrounding you and you're walking through a tunnel-like thing? Bruce. Yeah, like I see a little girl holding Mum's hand or Dad's hand and walking, wearing a dress. Panicked and ran. Yeah, because I see you hiding. Yeah, there's also something for you. It's so funny. Sorry, I'm distracted because I'm listening to this frequency and it's like, I can hear it humming in the background and it almost quickens like a heartbeat quickening. But for you, there's being shown wartime, and you know those planes that they kind of draw a face on them, but it looks like a shark. Do you know the ones? You're running from a bomber. Teared up. It's so weird. That's good. That's good. Yeah, a bomber. You're running away from one. I can fucking hear it and everything. You familiar with those planes? So they've shown me two. It's kind of like the one where I see you running and hiding from this aquarium. Because when I asked why are you running and hiding, it's because the shark went overhead, and then they showed me the lifetime with the bomber coming and you fleeing. I can hear the planes coming in. What do we need to do here? I can't transform anything. I can offer healing. These timelines can only be healed. I can't transform. What I mean by that is I can't change the actual timeline. We can only offer healing. Because when I see you running, I don't see you being harmed. You're still living out a long sort of a life for that particular era. But the fear is still there, still in there, still being stored. You can hear the plane swooping, the change in the engine as it does it. You can see the double wings on it. I can see the wheels out. It's a double cockpit. There's somebody in the back. Her fear of sharks. The bomber has a shark painted on the nose of the plane. She's running from a shark. Yeah, there's still that shark association there. And, like, anyone watching in could think I'm pulling this shit out, but my brain doesn't work like that. My brain is so far straightforward that I would assume that Mama Bear had lifetimes where she, was eaten by a shark or something like that. But they've shown me two extremely vast timelines there. I want to bring in some quantum too. See if I can find see if I get shown another timeline to do with sharks. But I want to bring in some quantum to help regulate emotions and the way your body responds with that fight or flight. And see if that helps at all. Only because for me I'm struggling to see how I know it's working. But because I'm so used to doing the transformations as part of my Akashic stuff, and this time I'm just doing healings, I don't know what sort of impact it will have for you. And I know it's still going to be there. But it's my ego is getting in the way. Trying to work out the hows instead of just doing the bloody thing. This one, oh my gosh, this one is weird. What is this? My face is screwed up because I don't know how to describe it. You are being, it's a form of punishment. I'm only assuming at the moment because I can't see all the details, but it's almost like you are being hung from the side of a ship. Not TikTok, don't, it's not that sort of hung. It's almost, I see you kind of like Jesus style, arms out, legs down, but off the side of something over water. There's some sort of injuries. I don't know what the injuries are, because what is happening is it's dripping into the water and you can see the sharks in the water circling, and you're still like, you know, 1.5 meters, 2 meters above the water. What is this? What was the punishment for? And it's funny because the thing that I'm like, what is this? And the thing that they've referred it back to is, and they're not saying that is like that, Waterworld with Kevin Costner, how they had all those cages above the water and stuff like that. If you've ever seen it. Somehow similar, but not that. Like I can see your lips all split and dry and just really parched and gross. You are actually male in this lifetime. You're very thin. You have no real clothing on. Like I see nothing on the torso. I think your lower half is, I mean, it feels like shorts of some sort, but the material's thin. It's different. It's not anything I'm familiar with. So far with the 3 lifetimes, you have not been eaten by a shark, other than knowing of the threat of their existence. They used to tie people in front of ships. There you go. Like Jesus style, arms out. It feels like arms out. Hey Bridge, going good, thank you. How are you? Oh, Mama Bear, I'm so sorry. I just read your message. Let me just quickly heal this, and then we'll do the quantum stuff to help calm your nerves, because I can't use the quantum in the Akashic. It's almost a survival of the fittest. If you survived after 3 days or whatever it was, you came in, bread and water, and pretty much had to get back to work. No. Thrown in the cells. I heard theft. I'm trying to steal something. still something on board the ship while you're working. Alright, let's calm your nerves. I hope you're still here. If not, the healing will still reach you. If you jumped off live, I understand, but we're going to still send the healing. I'm going to bring back calm to your cells. We're also going to remove fight or flight. Not remove it so that it's non-existent, but remove that constantly being in flight mode. I think Mama Bear had to jump off because it might have been a bit too much. Yeah, just let her know that I'm still sending the healing anyway, the quantum stuff. So it'll help calm her nerves and stuff. Thanks, Michelle. Yeah, it's her fear is too great, and that's understandable. Interesting. So, fear of shark, I asked where is it coming from, because the quantum stuff works by finding the root cause. Throat chakra. So in this lifetime, it's fears imposed by others. And I had the bloody Jaws movie pop up earlier too. And I didn't know if that was related or not. That's your thoughts as well. Like, I can smell the beach too. I might even put this on YouTube so that when she, is feeling comfortable enough, she can go and review it and watch it and skip out on parts if she can. Or have somebody watch it with her, like hubby. And that way she still gets to know what sort of healing I've done. Oh, I feel that shifting. Yeah, I'd say so, something like that. It's still going. I just have to hold who I am sending it to. And that's it. My guides and the universe do the rest. So even though she can't feel anything, it's still working. She doesn't have to be on the live. She doesn't have to be in front of me. That's the beauty of energy. It's everywhere and we're all interconnected regardless. We don't need her to help her. That had to sink in for a bit in my head, Sabrina. Alright, heart space is being pulled at there. Oh, this is interesting. I need to put this on YouTube for her, even if she just watches the quantum stuff. Heart space for Mama Bear. I'm going to talk to Mama Bear as though she's still in the room with us. So heart space for Mama Bear is to do with running away from conflict. I don't know, it's tricky because, you know, we like to see the validation too of the things I say. So again, you know, this is something that she'll have to fill us in on. Which is so funny, like running away from conflict in this lifetime. But if you think about it as that fish running away as well. Running away from conflict, running away from confrontation. As a survival mechanism. Makes sense. Oh, I can feel that anxiety building up again. I just saw needle bop him in the nose. Just waiting for that to shift. Oh, good. Oh, that's working. Fuck. She's getting a shit ton of calming energies and grounding energies just to bring her back into her body. And I'm also going to send her an energy ball.